Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and easy cut and flip card. It's just a fun little card and it actually only uses 1/2 of a sheet of cardstock. So without further delay, let me get started. So it uses a piece, like I say, of cardstock, and it's 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2, but then it's cut at 2 3/4. So there's only half of the front is actually part of the card. The other piece that got cut off is what gets flipped. It gets spun and it becomes the front part. There are some otters which I fussy cut. Actually, this is the pack. I love these Utterly Adorable otters. So as you can see, they've got lots of little bits of water, and they've got the little lines which indicate motion. And normally when I fussy cut, I kind of go just around the image. But what I wanted to do this time was I fussy cut them so it still tries to keep a little bit of the motion in the whole concept of it. And then I took a piece of the designer series paper, and it's cut across at 4 inches, and then I cut it in half. So altogether, this piece is 4 by 6, and I needed a piece that was 2 1/2 to go on the front, which left 3 1/2 inches, which is rather nice because it fills further into the inside. And then I cut a little piece of basic white, which is 1 3/4 by 4, and that's just enough to sign on, but it lets the designer series paper fill the front of the card. So without further delay, let me get all these sort of pieces attached, and then we can see how the card works when it's built together. So the 2 1/2 by 4 piece goes on the front flap. The 3 1/2 by 4 piece it fills in the front and sort of leads into the inside. And then the 1 3/4 by 4 piece of basic white fills the rest of the inside, so you have somewhere to sign. So the inside is also the outside because there's only half the piece. And then what I did was I cut a banner using the Stylish Shapes, the long skinny one, and I cut that out of Pretty Peacock, which is one of the colours in the paper. And then I cut a little slither. This is actually 2 1/2 by 3/8, but you can cut it to whatever size you want to make it fit in. And I'm actually going to do the thank you, which I got from Friends for Life, because it was just a nice size. It sort of filled the whole banner, and I'm going to do that with Old Olive. So fingers crossed, because it's such a skinny little piece to have to do. Oh yay, ta-da! So that's that. And then I was going to take also from the Friends for Life, it's got this lovely leaf which is very reminiscent of these ones. So I thought if I stamped inside with that leaf, it would sort of fill that space up and tie everything in together. So now I just need to stick the greeting to the banner. And then I'm going to bring back in the other piece of the balmy blue that got cut off, and I'm going to attach that with dimensionals. Just quickly peel their backings off and pop that into the corner. And then I'm actually just going to put the otters on flat. I'm not going to raise them up on dimensionals. And then pop those around. And like I say, I like that it's got this imagery where it's got the motion still left. And then even though there's not a Z or a Z to this, we will attach it with the same concept. So flip it vertically And then you know you can't put any adhesive beyond where this piece comes, otherwise this piece will stick down to your card. So we'll just put adhesive up to that cut line, and then some more on the back, and then we'll center that back into position, and then you don't have any sticky here because we had flipped it over. And then I'm going to use, look at these, aren't they just gorgeous? These are the Riverside Iridescent Pearls, which come with from the suite with the otters and the dies. So I am going to just add a few of those. We'll put one of the darker ones down at the bottom, one of the pinkier ones, oops, up at the top, and then one of the, I'm not quite sure what you would call these, opalescent on there. It's just, it's got sort of like a watery feel. It ties in with all the themes, and there you have it. How quick and easy was that to make? And because you've cut this piece from there, you're getting this whole lovely extra look just from one piece of cardstock. If you like what you've seen, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that, and thank you in advance. If you have a question or a comment, pop those in the box below and I will always get back to you. Directions and dimensions and any pertinent information are always on my blog. And last but not least, thanks so much for watching.